It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills on Sunday night.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played in weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 6. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll look to set up the screen here. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
One of the tight ends motions right. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
3rd and long for Jackson. He's going to look for the home run ball.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And third down coming up. From the gun, Josh Allen. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. First and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll motion over Flowers. On first and 10, Jackson. He'll go right back to Flowers. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. This is Lewis. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Now Jackson. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
On fourth down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a scoreless game.
I can tell you firsthand, Mike, snowy conditions are tough for everybody, but they can be especially tough on the kickers. You just can't practice this. There's nothing you can do to simulate your plant foot, the ground. In this case, it winds up no good.
First and 10 now from the 36. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. One of the Ravens has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Set to go now on first and 10. To throw is Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A first down throw for Jackson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Man in motion is Smith. Jackson now on second down. Quick throw, taken in, and the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change, so you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. Third and goal coming up.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Third and goal for Jackson. And he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now it is fourth and goal.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force fourth down.
Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Justice Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Now Justin Tucker for the point after. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On 2nd down, Jackson again. That is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. Now it's going to be third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's fourth down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills' offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Here's Allen to throw. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now it's Allen. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, Buffalo. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Ravens out front. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. This one caught by the back out of the backfield, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Now a give on the ground. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Play action now. Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
He might be a tight end by position definition, Mike, but this guy is a bona fide playmaker with the ball in his hands, and we're just seeing this more and more across the league. These guys have such a natural ability to pick up yards after the catch, and man, it does wonders for an offense when you don't always have to throw the ball far to pick up big gains.
Gets to the edge at the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Lewis, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it, and the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He'll let one go down the middle. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he'll take this to about the 28. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Third and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
This offense and their running back heading back on the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll motion a tight end right. Jackson now to throw on first down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Second down, Jackson. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry in the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Tucker for the point after. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills' offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Josh Allen. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Here's 3rd and 2. Josh Allen on the bootleg. Taking off. He'll try to get there. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On first down, it's Allen. The open man is Reed. He's got it.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Putting the tight end in motion. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls in.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Ravens offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right. It'll grind out a couple of yards, give them a little bit of space out to the 3. Second down and 8. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Ravens bring their punt team out, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And not the greatest of efforts there, as this one will land out of bounds. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Now Allen. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. And he will take it in himself. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's Lewis. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth 1st half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's to the right side and incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but and you fail to connect on those, just ends up being a wasted down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's Jordan Stout now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown, as this drive will start with a 1st down. They motion the slot man left. Now Allen on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. In motion, Reed. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Stretching the field is Knox. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Allen.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given, but it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Again, it's Allen to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Bills will cut the lead down to 4.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the third. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Allen will throw. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
2nd and a yard. Here's Allen to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Nothing real fancy on that one, just a defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
It is 3rd and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? The penalty yardage certainly helps. Now it's 3rd down, and they need 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll send a tight end in motion right. Drive will start on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. In motion comes Andrews. 3rd and short, Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Ravens sending the punt team out there, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. This one complete, right side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Here's 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, Josh Allen. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Play action. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. One more time going up top with Allen. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. and he'll be taken down.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open, and if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Slot man in motion right. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's a handoff. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Bills. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. This is Lewis. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run with Lewis. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Throw left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, it's Lewis. Finding space at the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens have taken a 4-point advantage. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, that tip ball, I think, just saved a huge play because this offense found something. They had an open target with a lot of room to run, and unfortunately for them, the defender gets his hand on the ball, and that went away pretty quick.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Throwing is Allen. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. That one knocked away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills cut the deficit down to 1.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Man in motion is Smith. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On 4th down, out comes the punter as he's standing right around his own goal line. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Bills offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. The open man is Reed. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They send him right out of the slot. Here's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you they're saying, Next time, you got to come down with that one.
3rd and 2. Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bills will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this will be incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
The Bills offense ready to get back to work. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
To throw is Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. They bring their tight end right. Here's a run going left. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
On second down, here's Allen. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Third and 6. Here's Allen to throw. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go. And he ends up just running right by you.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Now a give up the middle. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now it's Allen. They'll try to set up the screen here. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Allen on 3rd down. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Extra point try by Bass. The kick is good. And the Bills will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Ravens offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. The Bills offense ready to take over possession of the football. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Slot man in motion left. From the gun, Josh Allen. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This a must stop for this defense, facing third and long. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Bills will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now, Jackson. He'll go right back to Flowers. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Going up top and looking for Flowers. And he will score! Game on! Zay Flowers! Touchdown, Baltimore!
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The point after now from Tucker. He knocks it through, and the Ravens have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Now Allen on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, Allen. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He's got it! And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now a handoff, running right. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd down. Jackson looking to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs and just as importantly, stop the clock.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those 2 things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it's a win here for the Bills. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.